the question is, like, when it comes to art, what are your thoughts about taking something and copying it versus getting inspiration from it?
I think the general rule of thumb is that when it comes to like tracing or using like reference photos or like copying photos when you're drawing them, if it's for your personal learning and like your sketchbook, you're not selling the images, you're not sharing them as if they're your own, then that's fine, because that's how people learn. People learn
Sure.
by tracing, and then like they're like kind of like training wheels, in my experience, in my opinion. But when it comes to like selling it and posting it and not tagging people, that's when the respect thing comes into play. Like the composition, the image, the person's face, all of that is someone else's. Yeah, you change the colors or you change the medium or you added or subtracted certain things, but inevitably the subject matter is something and someone else's. You can make the argument that some of my work isn't genuine because
like, let's talk about your work. Let's talk about like when you did the celebrity stuff. Like you sent it to Riz Emma, then like you had the Drake and Anik Khan and different celebrities that you were drawing and stuff. So what when you were doing it, what was the process like? And do you think that process counts as like an okay?
Well, me now and me then, I mean, me now would probably say that what I was doing back then wasn't the best. I mean, I didn't think I was doing anything wrong, and I don't think I did anything wrong because I tagged it, and I definitely didn't like take credit for the person's face. And I mean, Redbubble copyright claims some stuff. So like the image of like Nick Jonas and Priyanka Chopra, which I very much regret making, like they took it down because it was using someone's likeness. And that's kind of how I understood like how using someone's likeness can be written into copyright law.
Using somebody's likeness?
Like their face, the image, like the...
Isn't that so weird though? Because like there's so much art of celebrities that is 100% okay, that is being sold, and like there's an endless amount of that. I don't know if that makes it right, but like, you know what I mean? Like that's some of the first art that we all see like on Instagram,
like drawings of Michael Jordan, Post Malone,
Michael Jackson, whoever.
People can make arguments when it comes to like power imbalance. Like if you draw Drake and you sell the picture, Drake has millions. He's not losing money off of that picture. But if it's someone who's trying to make a living and their artwork is being replicated and sold, that's that's understandable. I guess it depends on the person. If that person feels fine using Drake's likeness in their image and selling that work, and no one's come at them with like a legal claim, unless it's like the logo, which is a little more understandable than the likeness. Yeah, I can see that.
Well, let's bring it down from celebrities to like I don't know, like influencers and YouTubers, just like people in that space, and or even like fellow artists.
I don't know. It's such a difficult situation and a difficult topic just because it's all still a new like industry
territory.
You're not getting away with that with influencers. Yeah. There's no like if you draw someone on TikTok, they're 100% getting every coin of like what you're doing. That's what she's saying is like, Drake, he's not losing out. But with them, they're going to want that money. Say Amber, someone drew you. That's a different story. And they're making money.
That's what I'm asking. From her perspective as an artist.
It comes down to monetization of the product. If I drew you and I didn't sell the product, you would probably be like, oh, she drew me, that's great, repost it.
Respected, tagged.
Exactly.
Right.
But if I'm going to take your likeness and put on Redbubble or print it on a shirt and distribute it without giving you some cut of the money, or even asking you in the first place and then creating an agreement, then that's where like I would say like I'm wrong completely.
Is this something that you think about now, especially when you're doing new work and you have like references or something?
When I first started off, I was using a lot more references as is.
Yeah.
And now I'm taking references and just morphing them again and then changing it again until it's something like original.
Yeah.
Like I'll have a picture of a face to sketch, but then the sketch that comes out, it does not look like the person at all. And that's just an original face that I can now use to implement as a like model in whatever piece I'm making. As I see these situations unfold, I myself learn and I myself understand how other people think and what other people count as respect and just like good business manners. And that's kind of how I evolve my work. and try to become more and more original and less dependent on like Pinterest photos or Instagram photos or celebrity portraits.